Welcome food fans, picky eaters, the flavor curious, and everyone in between. Nothing makes good food better than good conversation. And your table is ready. Welcome back to another episode of the Food for Thoughtcast with your hosts, Melissa Reagan and Steven Gonzalez. But you can call them Chef. All right, let's get this episode started.
Hey there, food fans. Welcome back to the Food for Thoughtcast with me, your host, Melissa Reagan, and my co-host with the mostest, Chef Steven Gonzalez. What's up, Steve?
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Steve in the house. Steve, is that your Finch barbecue hat?
No, this is a different hat today.
I had to give the Finch one a rest. I needed to wash it. I've been wearing the heck out of it. So.
Oh, yeah. Mine is already starting to fade a little bit, but it's okay.
Shout out to Finch barbecue. So today I have burgers on my hat from Disney World.
Nice.
So yes. So how you doing, bud? What's going on?
Oh, same old.
Freaking hot.
Enjoying a day off, and it is unusually hot, but it's okay. You know, like you stay indoors, and if you go work out or do cardio, just do it inside. That's all you gotta do.
I mean, it is Texas, so hot is to be expected, but like, good Lord.
Yeah.
I'm over it. I think I'll just move. Oh, I'm gonna.
I know. When's the big date?
So today is Thursday. Yes, the 8th, and I'm leaving on the 12th. We are there.
You're so close.
It's the final countdown. So
yeah.
If we got sued by them, it could just be like good press.
That's good publicity. Any publicity is good publicity.
I'll take it. Steve, what you been eating? What you been cooking?
So I saw this different Thousand Island dressing, and it was supposed to be like healthy or whatever. So I was like, I gotta try it. I hate Thousand Island because they always have pickles and whatnot in there. But this one was really good. And of course, we just put that like in a little slaw, and then some pastrami, some baby Swiss, and just toasted the heck out of some bread.
Yes.
Wow. I actually just posted that one up too.
I saw it. I saw it in your Facebook stories. I was like, yes.
So it's just fun kitchen cooking. I couldn't think of anything. It's not like, because it's not a Reuben sandwich. You know what I'm saying? It's not on rye. I'm not using sauerkraut. None of that. You know.
So what bread was it then? Was it just
like a 10 seed?
Oh yeah, okay.
Whole grain,
like a multi-grain.
Yeah, pretty much.
You have to call it at some point. I think like it's like the Steven. You know. You gotta come up with a name because it sounds incredible.
It's always so funny because in my videos, you can just hear me breathing like I sound like a damn pug, you know? Oh. So it's like, okay, let's get some sound out of this other than me breathing heavily, you know? But maybe that could be a thing. Like, you know, it's just that the food's so good that I'm like
immense heavy breathing. There is some food that will have that effect.
Well,
sure.
I need to start my next concept, which is top secret at the moment. But once you all see it, you're going to be like, what the hell is he thinking?
Top secret. I think that all the time, Steven. What the hell is he thinking?
Usually. I think that about myself, too.
How's this different? Yeah. My inner monologue sounds eerily similar. It's usually like, what are you doing with your life? Stop.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. So anything amazing? What was the most amazing thing you ate? When's the last time you talked? It was like a week and a half ago.
It seems like it's been a long time.
Forever.
Yeah. The most amazing thing I ate was that sandwich. I'll say that. Yeah. Very, very good.
I dig it.
Yeah. It was simple. It was delicious. It was crunchy. Holy crap. You're like that bread and all yours. Oh, yeah. So
like
what about you?
Rip the roof of your mouth off situation.
Not quite there yet.
No, I know you like your sandwiches like toasty though. I know you do.
Hot sandwiches.
So I went to a place yesterday I'd never been. I'm glad that I caught it on my way out of town. It's called Chris and John's Vietnamese Street Food. And a friend of mine, my boss, who I'm sad to leave, and an incredible friend, we had lunch together. We got a big platter. So the platter was wings. And so they were sweet chili and bang bang sauce wings. So you got like 3 of each wing. You got kimchi fries that had bang bang sauce and a fried egg on top. A burrito with short rib in it, hoisin and basil, bean sprouts, the whole 9. And then tacos, like Korean short rib tacos, but with birria broth for dipping.
Wow.
I think I almost said it right that time. So excited. But yeah.
Korea.
It was birria. It was so great. Dude, it was delicious. And I wanted to die. I was so full, but that's fine. Sometimes that's the goal. So
yeah, it's not a bad thing. You just have to, sometimes you're allowed to enjoy life.
I had to try just a little bit of everything, and so did she. And we both texted each other about 4 hours later. We're like, I'm so full still. So
that's awesome.
If you're ever in Dallas, you need to hit it up. It's pretty phenomenal. But they have the burritos. It's like a Vietnamese kind of Mexican street food fusion.
Interesting.
It's really fantastic.
So I take it you're going to miss all this when you move to North Carolina?
Maybe.
Speaking of which, do you have snacks ready for the road?
Yes. Steve and I were talking before I hit record. I want to get my last little HEB fix before I get out of Texas. So I'm building a cart to go pick it up. Snackies. I'm going to grab some HEB tortillas too. Maybe chuck them in my freezer when I get to North Carolina. Got some of the little HE Buddy, like the little like baby cookie bags, and we're gonna do Pringles. Trying to figure out how to shop for my brother is always interesting because I'm like, I know what you like, but sometimes he's one of those people that has very specific likes, but he has to be like in the mood for something, and then he'll like lose the mood for something else. So he'll go through these phases. So probably some peanut butter Oreo cakesters, I think, and they're like a whoopie pie. Have you had those, Steven?
Yeah, well, not the one that you're talking about, but I've had whoopie pies
like
before.
The regular, This is kind of like Oreo's answer to a whoopie pie, and I ain't mad at it at all. Like, I can't eat them anymore. I don't really do a ton of sweets anymore, but gonna do that. He's gonna do Pepsi. We're both gonna do Pringles has all dressed now. I'm gonna crush that really hard. All dressed. And everything bagel, apparently. And so we like to try the new Pringle flavors together. So I think we'll make a day out of it for sure.
Nice.
So it'll be good. It'll be good. I'm gonna grab some of the Texas blend coffee from HEB. Love that stuff.
You're gonna miss it, yeah.
The tortillas, for sure. But yeah. So,
oh yeah,
it'll be exciting.
I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of fun and adventures in North Carolina with the different types of food and all sorts of stuff that's over there, though.
I will for sure. I have a cautionary tale to tell you, Steven.
Tell me your cautionary tale.
So last night I was like packing and cleaning up like you do. I was actually on the phone with a friend. We were chatting. He lives in upstate New York, and I was like, I found it. And he was like, what? I was like, I found the smell. He was like, what? I was like, the smell. And he was like, I don't know what that is. And I was like, smell, SMELL. Like I was talking on my AirPods, and I think there was like a bad connection, but it was kind of a funny moment. But have you ever just been in your house and you're like, oh my God, something died. Like there's a smell and I can't identify. First, I pinned it on the dogs. Immediately, I was like, you guys farted. You are vile. You are so gross. And they didn't. And I would just sit on the couch and I would get like this cross breeze waft. Like I was just like, okay, well, either a skunk died in the wall or I'm going to find a mouse somewhere or like a raccoon. And I mean, I don't think what you will about my housekeeping skills. I'm almost positive there's not a dead animal in here, but it does happen despite how clean of a house you keep, And I was just like, what is happening? So I kind of like started looking behind stuff, but really cautiously because I was like, dude, if I move the fridge and there's something behind there, like I might just leave. I might just leave without the moving truck. Like I can't, I'm just delicate. I can't do it. You know what I did, Steven?
What? Tell me.
Also on Monday, I drove down to Austin to see a friend and her new baby, and I made some meals to take down there with me. I cooked broccoli in the air fryer and I forgot to clean it.
Ooh,
I found the smell.
Yeah.
But when you cook broccoli, first of all, it smells like a fart. This is the reality of this is the world we live in.
That's the joy of cruciferous vegetables.
Cruciferous vegetables is just like a
I
fart.
bet you did not expect to hear a word like that come out of my mouth.
I didn't. I'm so impressed. I love it. This day is off to an amazing start. But I mean, I was just I was walking around the kitchen. I was packing up kitchen stuff. And it led to another conversation about why I own 4 whisks. More on that later. But I was packing up kitchen stuff and I happened to walk past the air fryer and I was like, oh my gosh, you and your ADHD self, you should have left the drawer open so it was a visual cue for you to clean it, because now it's been sitting there since Sunday and you put that stuff. No wonder it smells like a giant dead animal in here. So,
well, I'm proud that you found it.
Dude, crisis averted, but chefs would do normal things too. I was like, oh no.
Meanwhile, I was having fun yesterday. So I was doing crock pot chicken and all sorts of stuff.
Yes.
And I don't know how, because I'm very OCD about leaving the doors closed so flies can't get in. I had a total of 3 flies in my kitchen yesterday.
Oh.
And so I love those tennis racket fly swatters that shock them. So I'm going all over the place. I got 2 really quick. And the third one, I had to have gotten him, but I cannot find that damn fly.
No.
And so, yeah, I know. And then my kitchen countertops have a lot of dark tones. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'm going to have to do another deep clean of the kitchen today, which is fine, because you can never be too clean. And but
I have a dog door. So flies are a bit of a regular occurrence, but I have those window baits that are it's like a clear sticky rectangle that you put on the window. Those work pretty great. I will get the odd one in here from time to time, but I will tell you that this is kind of the season for fruit flies. I went to a bar with a bunch of people from work the other night. It was my farewell from my place of employment here in Dallas. And I got halfway through a cocktail, and Steven, I just happened to look down. Sometimes I like a cocktail with 1 big cube of ice, right? So I was drinking a Negroni, and a Negroni it's reddish, right? It's a deep kind of red, and there's an orange peel, and there's this giant ice cube. There's a lot of things going on in this glass, not the least of which was 2 fruit flies in the bottom of it. After I was halfway done drinking.
Oh, well, the alcohol will kill the fly germs.
No, dude. No, I said I was a Karen. I wasn't rude about it, but I was like, yeah, I'm not drinking this. Has flies in it. So I was like, you can bring me another one. And by that time, I had kind of reached the end of my alcohol tolerance. So I was like, well, 2 drinks out of the new one, and I'm all set. But if you have fruit flies, anybody listening out there, if you have issues with fruit flies or gnats, you can hot water and a little dish soap and white vinegar down your drains and let it sit overnight. Put a Tupperware lid over that drain. What you're doing is you're killing the bugs, and you're preventing the egg activity in your drains. They like moist, dark, warm places. So just people who own bars and restaurants, get that shiz figured out, because I'm tired of it's so gross.
She's tired of fruit flies flying out of her mouth because that's where the eggs are done.
Yes, so nasty, Steve.
Weird. Well, you're the one that has some fruit fly problem. I can say that fast. Fruit fly problem. I can't even say it once slow.
Fruit fry. I can't do it.
We just got ourselves canceled.
Fruit fly issues. Thank you very much. Problems.
That's a problem in itself.
I got 99 problems, and fruit flies are every one of them.
So, are you going to end up going to Buc-ee's on your way out of Texas? Because I know there's one. There's one in Denton?
Carroll on 20.
Okay.
Denton is north, so we'll be going east.
Okay, that makes sense.
My parents lovingly gave us a super hard time the other day, and they were like, it's going to take you 8 days to get to North Carolina because you're going to have to stop at every single Buc-ee's on the way. And I was like,
are you driving 20 miles per hour or what?
Problem would be what? Because Buc-ee's is life. Buc-ee's is life.
Buc-ee's is life.
I drove to Austin and back the same day, Monday. Been a long time since I did that. Definitely too old to do that. And you best believe I hit Buc-ee's on the way down and I hit Buc-ee's on the way back.
I bet it was like a trip so short that you got there, you're like, hi, bye, and then came back. Because that's what you spent 10 hours on the road that day then?
So no, it's not quite that bad. So it was like 3.5 one way, 3.5 the other, and I timed it.
That's not bad. I thought it was longer.
Yeah, I didn't hit. Now I could make a trip longer. Don't underestimate. But I didn't hit any of the rush hour either direction. So I left here at 9, got there near 1, made my Buc-ee's stop, left there at like 7:30. So it was a good visit. It was a good visit.
Like traffic in Austin, it's like rush every time. Like there's no hour. Like 24/7. It's busy.
I missed it. It was magic.
That's good.
So Buc-ee's has a chicken fajita taco that's pretty outrageous.
Okay.
I hadn't had it before. I got that in lieu of like my basic brisket sandwich because I didn't have as many. Well, I don't really count calories. It's just that it was like 10 in the morning. Like I don't want a brisket sandwich. I was like, I don't want a breakfast taco because I'm not in the mood for eggs right now in my life. But yeah. So anyway. Yeah. Hey, for everybody out there wondering, this is the episode. This is the two chefs checking in with each other because life and real crazy. It's like our Seinfeld. It's like our episode about nothing. But
is that your microphone or is that mine?
What do you mean?
I hear like a lot of noises.
Know.
Did you hit your microphone on something?
Well,
no.
I moved.
I don't know. Well, see, it's all unplanned. This is all unplanned.
You sounded looked great though. Steve's been battling some Wi-Fi issues.
Yeah. Gotta love AT&T for their Wi-Fi, superiority, which are wah wah.
It's not a shout out.
No, that's a dig. Anyways, so I was totally gonna get onto something, but
that's okay.
I guess that's the beauty of having a show about nothing. It's like that episode of Seinfeld. How does it go, Melissa?
It's a show about nothing.
About nothing.
About nothing.
And then now you got to do the what's up with that?
What's up with that? Airplane food.
So do you have any like actual stops planned on your way to North Carolina?
So I haven't completely mapped it out yet, but it's either going to be Louisiana or Mississippi, and then there is a stop in Birmingham.
Oh, sweet!
To meet some dear friends of the show, like the host of the Deuce Cast, and
lucky.
Yeah, it'll be really, really, really great. We it's been like a 4-week ordeal to try to figure out where to have dinner. It's been super fun. So, yeah, I'm
sure there's going to be a lot of good food.
Yeah. There will be a ton of good food. Wait, but did you say that you meal prepped? Did you meal prep anything yummy? Or is it
so I did. I meal prepped some crock-pot chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I have ground turkey I need to cook up. I got some steelhead trout. I got some sirloin steaks. I have all sorts of stuff. And the crazy part is I'm actually going to be going out of town on a glamping trip. So what I'm going to do is whatever I know I'm not going to eat, I'm going to cryovac in a marinade, and that way I'll take it with us. So that way, when we can just let it thaw out and cook it. That should be good.
Okay, I have questions about camping, glamping. First, yes, I love to camp by sleeping in my car or having a cabin that's air conditioned. What's your food plan of attack when you go camping? Like,
I have not been camping since I was in Boy Scouts as a child. Serious. I'm dead serious. We used to, when we would go camping, it would be like once every other month or something like that. I don't remember. But
did you get a badge for cooking? Is that a thing?
No, I wish. But like, I mean, I was able to get my Eagle Scout and all that fun stuff. But I can always remember it was just simple foods, like fajitas, mac and cheese, nothing too crazy because we're a bunch of kids. And even then, I like towards the end of my Boy Scout career was when I finally had the confidence to try fajitas, and they were good, But like for that, if I was to go as an adult, I'd probably take like red meat and things like that. Nothing too crazy, and have a pan and do my best to have like some sort of fire going. But in this case, we're glamping. So it's just like a giant tent dome with a kitchen and all that fun stuff.
What?
So,
Where are you going?
Base Camp Terlingua.
Yes.
So we'll take my giant Cody cooler that HEB has.
Yes.
It's just like a Yeti, but I think it's better.
But better.
But better, yeah. And we'll just load it up with some food for meals and pray for the best.
That's amazing.
So,
that's exciting. I can't wait to hear.
Yeah, I'll have to take some pictures and some stories and whatnot, so that way people can see what we do or what I do. Because like I said, I haven't, in this case, it's been 20 plus years since I've been any kind of camping.
I'm a big fan of the Dutch oven that you can vary with coals.
I do rather enjoy Dutch oven.
That's kind of like, that's the quintessential camping, cooking equipment. You can have the camp stove as well, but I really like those. It's like on 3 or 4 legs. It looks like a wok. They're pretty pricey, but they're really versatile, and it sits like right over the fire. It's really great for scrambled eggs, bacon. You can do biscuits out of a can on it. You can do, and I like a trash packet too, like meat, veggies, potatoes.
Go ahead. Finish it. I have something for you.
Please continue.
No, you continue first. You continue and finish your thought, because you just reminded me of something.
Freaking out over there. Please go.
No, because okay, so I was looking at food stuff on Instagram, because that's what I like to do and get the creative juices flowing. And someone was making like a breakfast sandwich, air quotation around sandwich, and they were getting they were flattening the cinnamon rolls like in the tortilla press and cooking those on the flat top.
Yes.
And of course, stuffing it with eggs, bacon, cheese.
I'm in.
Oh my gosh, it looked good, and they kind of lost me with the syrup on top and the powdered sugar, but it looked pretty darn good.
I'm never gonna be skinny. It's okay.
Oh, do you watch that guy too, the Beardo Weirdo? Yeah. Oh, I love him.
Be a skinny man. He's
I love that guy.
I wonder if he would come on here.
I've tried reaching out to him, but
dude,
no such luck.
Okay.
We're not that big yet. We'll combine
our efforts. Yes, we are. We'll combine our efforts.
Yeah, no, I love that guy's stuff. It's funny.
Dude.
So
amazing.
Shout out to Beardo Weirdo.
Hilarious. Yeah, shout out to Beardo Weirdo.
So yeah. But
he's gonna be like Finch, where we shouted him out for 50 episodes and then finally got him.
This is episode 1. He's gonna come on. We're gonna be like, gee, you only heard about 30 of our episodes. But
yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
So okay. Anywhere else that you are immediately planning on your road trip?
No. I don't know. I want to keep it a little bit spontaneous. We're going to have to stop several times because I'm driving with dogs. So I kind of want to not world's biggest ball of yarn stuff, but I do want to find something good everywhere that we stop. So
yeah,
it'll be good.
If you're lucky, you'll stop randomly at some places and find hidden gems. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh yeah.
I'm totally looking forward to that.
Yeah.
But if you see someone sitting outside on a banjo, you might want to just keep driving.
Just keep driving. Got it. Just tell the dogs hold it.
There's a movie with that. I'm sure.
It's a cautionary tale.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys. So we've been pumping out content we've been really hitting it hard for almost the last month, and a lot of the feedback I get from listeners is like, "Hey, we really like it when it's two chefs are just talking about food." So that's what we're doing today. We're just checking in with each other because we're friends outside of this, and man, sometimes we don't even get to catch up. Sometimes it's like, what are we talking about? Okay, hit record.
Right.
Because we don't live in the same city. So we're just catching up. My first meal prep when I get there, I think I'm going to do really, really been in the mood for some chicken livers. So I'm probably gonna hit that hard next week. So yeah. Can't wait.
I'm long overdue to make speaking of liver, I'm long overdue to make pate. I don't know about you, but ever since culinary school, I have loved pates, and there was a point where I was making them from time to time, and they were always so good, man. I never did the one in Crute and all that stuff, but I still rather enjoy it.
I agree.
So
yeah. But that and then like a hot dog. I know it sounds so basic, but I've really been in the mood.
Yeah. No, trust me. There's no judgment from me.
I want like a junkyard dog, like a sauerkraut, hot mustard, like sport peppers. Yes, that's what I want. So
that sounds like a swamp dog. It would
like
be called a swamp dog.
Heartburn.
Oh, my A1C just jumped up a couple points here and that.
Nah. Put it on a keto bun. Bring that A1C right back down.
There you go.
I got you.
Oh yeah. So with all that crock pot chicken that I made yesterday, I was challenged by my wife because we have a little bit of like some brie leftover stuff like that, and you know me being my sandwiches. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna toast up some of that more multi-grain bread, really good with like mayo, and then I'm gonna get some of that chicken, heat it up, cook down that juice till it's real thick, and then we'll do that. Swiss cheese, brie, and it's like kind of like a chicken tinga where it's got like the chipotle and all that stuff, and then avocado. And I would imagine on paper it sounds like, or in my head it sounds like a really good sandwich. Of course, it'd make a killer burrito, but I got bread, not tortillas, at my house right now, so we'll be playing with that.
You need acid or fruit.
Well,
or aioli.
That's okay. I'll incorporate that. You know what I could do is I do have some limes and
Ursula's over in the other room like, Melissa, shut up. Nobody asked you.
No, she'd appreciate that. Because you would need something to kind of brighten up. Oh, wait. With your avocado, just lime and avocado. Duh.
Yes.
Keep it simple.
Yes.
It's the KISS method. Where I kiss every single ingredient.
Keep it simple, Steven.
I kiss every ingredient and then I send it out to the customer.
Oh my God, so low.
Wait. I haven't done restaurants in almost a decade for a reason.
He's not allowed. That's what you guys don't know. He's not allowed back in.
People are going to be wondering, why do Steven sandwiches taste so good? It's because you get a kiss from Steven.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
He's so gross.
If you're lucky, you might find a beard hair in there too.
Oh, so. You nasty. No.
I know.
No.
I need beard nets or trim. One of the two. But no, I think that would be good. And then also, so we made frozen like peach bellinis. Like, okay, so whenever you do bellinis, tell me what you think of. Like, what's your ideal recipe when you think of bellinis?
So the place I work, actually, their signature cocktail is a bellini. Okay. So it would be hard for me to separate what I would do. I can tell you that I've never made a bellini at my house in my life.
Okay.
If I'm making a frozen cocktail, it's likely a margarita out of the blender.
Right.
So, but you need your basics. You need something sparkling, and you need peach, or white peach, or you could make a nectarine puree. You could do a pear puree. I mean, I think there's a lot. Like pears and prosecco go really, really well. But the traditional is like peach.
Yeah. So yesterday we did that. We did frozen peaches, lime, simple syrup, a bottle of that HB sparkling water with lime, the 1877. And then it was missing something. So a friend of mine happened to have, she gave us some peach jam that she made at home.
Ooh.
And it was amazing, right? Like it's all blended up. And then I put a little bit of rosé on top. Holy cow, it was delicious.
So I'm the freak that in every fruit drink, I need an herbal element.
I thought about that too. I really did. And my wife hates basil. I would just
put like a rosemary sprig.
I was going to say, my wife hates, I meant to say she hates mint.
I was
and that would probably would have been what I meant to say mint, sorry. But because I was thinking what I thought about adding was a little bit of basil. But I could see the rosemary. I could probably see like maybe some thyme.
Yeah, I think thyme and peaches. Like I make a peach jam that has thyme in it.
Yeah.
So I'm always looking for like a botanical or an herb to put in. If that savory to cut like a fruit, because I don't drink like fruity drinks. So I always have to have like you put lime in there. Like I would have to have something that would be like to cut the sweetness.
Yeah.
I could see that. Were they good though?
Oh man, it was amazing. It started off as a mocktail, and I know a few episodes ago I wasn't trashing mocktails, but I was not happy with them, or I had my opinion, and so I added. I mean, they're not bad. Don't get me wrong.
Well,
but
you didn't like the idea of an entire bar that only served mocktails because you thought it was weird.
Is. Yeah, but it's out of my comfort zone, but still, like it's a good idea, you know. But anyways. I added that rosé to it because it just happened to be there right in front of me, and I figured, let's do this.
I mean, the low alcohol and then like sober and sober curious movement is really big right now. It is. I think it's really important to have options, I think.
Yeah, no, you're right. But I mean, by itself, it was amazing. So it was refreshing.
It was interesting. You know, I went to eat at Lazy Dog last night with a friend of mine. They are a chain. I'm not quite sure how far they go or how many there are, but I know there are quite a few. And I did order a cocktail. It was like a cucumber mint gin situation, like a coupe cup. And quite frankly, it had agave, and I almost ordered it without it for no other reason than just like I just have no sweet tooth anymore. And I was like, this is kind of sweet. So I took my time drinking it, but I thought it was really interesting. The server said, do you want an alcoholic or non-alcoholic? And then come to find out, any drink I would have ordered on the menu that wasn't like me asking for like a call drink or like a highball, which for those of you who don't know, or maybe if you don't drink, a highball is like a mixer and a liquor together. So that gin and tonic would be a highball.
Okay.
So for example, but it was like any of their pre-made drinks, they could ask you if you wanted it virgin or not. And I was like, well, that's a great way to be super inclusive. I was like, that's cool. I never thought of that. Like, it's just as easy as leaving the spirit out.
So would a highball be considered like a whiskey and Coke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've had plenty of highballs in.
Yeah. And
then I stopped. And then I started drinking whiskey straight. So,
like you do.
You know what? So speaking of which, for my birthday a couple weeks ago, a friend of mine got me scotch that was, I guess it's Nick Offerman's scotch. Oh. It was aged 11 years. Holy crap. It was delicious.
Because he acts like an 11-year-old. Sorry.
Well, either way.
He's funny. I like him.
But it was, so you're going to think I'm completely dumb for this because I have just not been able to focus or concentrate. But I saw that it was aged in rum barrels. So I was like, is it rum? Like, or is it whiskey? Like, I didn't read the entire label. Yeah. I just read the rum barrel aged. That's all I read. I was like, who ages what? This is weird. And so when I poured it, I was like, okay, this looks and smells like scotch. And then I tasted it, I was like, okay, this is scotch. And then I looked and it said scotch aged in rum barrels. I was like, why did I read that before? But oh my gosh, it was so good. And then I didn't have a cigar with it because it was like already like 11 o'clock at night. And I was like, I don't want to really like go in the house at like 11:45, take a shower, have to really scrub my beard and all that to get all that out. But by itself, it was good. It was really, really good.
It sounds incredible. There's so much to be said about when you take whiskey or bourbon or even beer. Like there are great beers out there that are finished in a whiskey barrel, and it gives a nice burn on the end. Like, it just completely changes the flavor profile. I think it's so interesting.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's awesome. And if any of our listeners are Scotch fans, I highly recommend it. It is so good. So
tell them the name.
Oh yeah, it was Nick Offerman's. Well, I don't even remember the name of the Scotch, but we're gonna have to Google it now. See, I told you I cannot
Google.
Nick Offerman Lagavulin whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
very nice.
It was an 11-year Offerman edition. Yes, I'm over 21. Lagavulin 11-year Offerman edition Caribbean rum cask finish, which is and then you look at the box and it's like all like blue and white colors, so you think like, okay, this might be some rum that's kind of badass, and no, it's delicious is what it is. Like I said, I just need to start focusing more. Maybe I just need to put a little bit more emphasis on reading every word, versus assuming. And I have a bad habit of doing that.
You're a busy guy. You can't be bothered to read every word.
Yeah, that's a bad habit, I'm afraid.
Drag.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, I've been looking forward to a couple of things in North Carolina. I've been like looking at, I like the history of where things come from, and kind of like want to know what's special over there. I mean, I have a little bit of culinary knowledge, so I understand, the regional specialties, but yeah. We talked about Carolina barbecue way back on the Barbecue and A episode.
Uh-huh.
So, that Sir Walter Raleigh, after which, the city is named, Raleigh, North Carolina, he brought barbecue to the region in the 16th century. And I was like reading more and more, and I was like, okay, that's amazing. Does that mean it was the first barbecue? No. The very first barbecue was actually... So in 1585, Sir Walter Raleigh sent his men to the coast of present-day North Carolina, and they saw what could be prepared, what could be best compared to barbacoa, basically. And it was the Spanish and Caribbean settlers that were doing it. But the oldest barbecue in America, actually, Mississippi in 1514.
Yeah.
The Chickasaw tribe, they were cooking whole hog, as we would know it now, as barbecue, on a barbecue apparatus, which is where we get the word barbecue from barbacoa, et cetera, the rack that you cook the meat on. So thought that was super interesting. But yeah, the proper North Carolina style barbecue should be using hardwood or hardwood coals. It should be pork, shoulder ham, or whole hog, and it should be served with a vinegar-based sauce. I know everybody has opinions, but I'm really looking forward to it because I like vinegar and mustard a lot, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay?
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
So
we like what we like.
Do you like Texas Pete hot sauce, Steve?
I can't say I've actually had it.
Apparently, it's made in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I had no idea. No idea. And so I love that stuff. And I'm like, okay, sweet. Funny that you guys put Texas on there, but I guess
I know it throws me off.
It's a little bit weird. Okay, I don't remember if you will like this or not, but the Carolina style hot dog or hamburger, it means it has slaw on it. How do you feel about this?
Slaw on a hot dog or hamburger?
Uh-huh.
I'm all for it, yeah.
Okay. The actual Carolina style combination includes mustard, slaw, onions, and chili. Now, how do you feel about it?
Like a Texas chili, like not Texas chili, but like that style of, what do you say, chili?
Or do
you mean chili peppers?
No, it's the meat one. I don't know if it has beans in it or not. That could sway my decision, but it looks like a hot dog chili.
That sounds interesting.
I would crush that so hard. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'd try it.
I just
I can't say I wouldn't. I would try it. Totally.
I would. What's not to love? I don't know. 1937, Krispy Kreme established in North Carolina. Do you know that?
I did not know that, but Krispy Kreme does make some lovely donuts, especially their idea of giving away a free donut when you enter. It's magic.
I'm not going to argue with that. They're not my favorite donuts. They're almost a little bit sweet, and I like weird donuts with savory things. But
yeah, I do rather enjoy Krispy Kreme. I don't eat it very often, mostly because I'm not in an area that has Krispy Kreme. But I know myself, I'll eat myself sick off of that stuff. But Voodoo Donuts is always lovely, and the donut place in Reading Terminal there in Philadelphia. Made by the Amish ladies. Wow. Those blow everything away, in my opinion. Those are the best donuts I've ever had in my life. And they're not huge. They're kind of small, but they're full of flavor.
Yeah. I love the idea of combining flavors for a donut. I think a donut is a perfect canvas. And dude, I'll eat all sorts of crazy donuts. I've eaten them with jalapenos, cayenne, chili.
I can't say I've done all that.
I love that stuff. We have a little spot here called Hypnotic Donuts, and they do a pickle brine marinated chicken like Chick-fil-A does. It's like a chicken breast to be fried for a sandwich, but they make these really amazing biscuits, but you can also get it on a donut, and it's pretty It's like
Sounds like it. Are you a fan of like the burger donuts?
I've eaten them. I mean, I don't seek them out, but almost for me, I would rather have a pretzel bun for burger.
Oh, totally.
That's like my ideal.
Oh yeah. I tried it. I think I've tried it once in my life, and I hated it. Like the donuts for hamburger buns.
The Hop Dottie has like the Hop Dottie Burger Bar has like the hangover burger that's Bloody Mary ketchup, and it comes on a split Krispy Kreme donut, and it's a whole thing. I think it's a one and done. I think you can try it and be like, oh, this is cool. Like I'm not eating it again after that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not a fan of Hop Dottie. I've only had one good experience there, and the rest have just been.
There are like plenty of other great burgers out there. I'll just say that, like,
yeah,
without having to crap on anybody, but like, yes, there's plenty of other good burgers to be had, you know.
Well, I guess I don't know if it's a concept or if it's just like it was a different burger chain before, and then Hop Dottie took over, and it took them like weeks to get up and running after their opening date, and then every time I've been there, it was not what I was expecting, and the one time I ate there, it was good, but then like it just. Every time after that, I was like, no. Mm-mm. So,
we haven't really talked about, we did do our fast food tournament with Jacob Roth.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't really talked about burgers in detail. Like that's probably a 3 hours of content we could get, just comparisons.
Yeah.
But Hop Dottie is not on that list. Shame on them.
Well, yeah.
Okay, I have a new one for you, Steve. I've never heard of this, and I don't know if you have either. You ever heard of liver mush?
No.
Okay. So this article that I have, it says, if you read the word liver mush and you react with anything other than glee, you probably aren't from North or South Carolina. And I'm like, okay, truth. Liver mush is a staple in Southern cooking, which I think this is going to keep proving my point that like Texas isn't really part of the South because there's so many things that are just, it's like crazy. The ingredients in liver mush are a mixture of snouts, ears, cornmeal, pig liver, and pig head parts.
Oh, dude, when you try, you have to send me a picture of that.
Bro, so this picture right here makes it look like a chicken fried steak patty. They say that you fry it and you turn it into a sandwich with mayonnaise and mustard. I'm in.
Man, it almost looks like a head cheese.
Like scrapple?
Scrapple, yeah, thank you.
Oh, man. Like, dude, please. Let's go.
Yeah, I would totally buy it. I would try it.
I'm ready for that. I will report back. Yes. Apparently, the Mount Olive pickle brand is based out of Mount Olive, North Carolina. I had no idea. I actually have a jar of kosher dill pickle spears from Mount Olive in the fridge right now that they're probably going to go in the cooler on moving day for me to eat in the car so they don't have to be thrown away. I just bought them because they were cheaper. Like I didn't really know that there was any connection, so that's pretty cool.
Nice.
So apparently Jimmy John's uses them if anybody's interested. So yeah. Iconic dish from the Carolinas, fried green tomatoes. Those I am very familiar with.
I like fried green tomatoes, especially when they're done right.
Dude, seriously, I like them in cornmeal, but I think I like them chicken fried better. Do you have a preference?
I don't. I think they're both great as long as whether you're using cornmeal like it's just a little bit, or if you chicken fry it. And the batter's not, all batter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I've had fried green tomatoes like that, and not my favorite.
It's like it can't be all batter, but it can't be falling off either. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it has to be like just right. You really have to pat them dry so that you can get the flour to stick the first time around, and then just So apparently, though, this dish actually came through the Midwest via Jewish immigrants to the United States. I learned a new thing today.
Nice.
So amazing. Calabash seafood refers to the bottle gourd. So a gourd, like a squash, prominent all over North and South Carolina. Calabash. Somebody will tell me if I'm saying this wrong. Excuse me. It's also a small town just over the border between North and South Carolina. It's like no man's land between North and South Carolina. It features lightly breaded shrimp, fish, hush puppies, and crab cakes. So
sounds good.
Yeah, and then all the fried things.
Is that going to be on your menu?
No, it won't be on our menu.
Should. Sounds like it should be.
Sweet potatoes are the state vegetable of North Carolina. I approve. So
I like them.
Yes. Classic Carolina sweet potato preparation typically includes mashed sweet potatoes with sugar, eggs, melted butter, vanilla extracted milk. I wonder if it's baked afterwards because putting eggs in it is weird, but okay. So, yep.
Otherwise known as sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato pie. Please put it in a pie crust and do it correctly. Thank you, North Carolina. Pimento cheese. Yes. I freaking love pimento cheese a lot. Do you like pimento cheese, Steve?
I like it. Yes.
There used to be a little spot that I would go to. I can't even remember the name. So many things came in and out of this little shopping center near where I used to live in Austin, but they had a grilled cheese, fried green tomato, and pimento cheese panini.
That sounds good.
Sandwich. Oh, it was stupid good. It was so good. So they're trying to lay claim to deviled eggs here, but I'm not buying that. That's just propaganda. They did not invent those. Yeah, that's basically the end of the list. This is just a rando thing I found on the internet. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying a bunch of things. I want to try that liver mush. I want to have a proper low country boil. And I want to try cookout, even though I know it's terrible, but I just want to say that I tried it. So, super excited about that. Who doesn't want like a plastic tray with a quesadilla and a burger and a hot dog? I'm just saying.
That sounds good.
I mean, I would crush that right now. I'm drinking a protein shake. I have to give a special shout out for my cup. So if you're watching along with us online, this is a personalized Golden Girls cup that was a gift from some friends of mine. It has quotes and pictures all over it. It's amazing. Shout out to Kyle and Tony. But yeah, it is my cup. You know, everybody has their special, the thing that they like to drink out of. So, Steve, do you have a Stanley cup? Are you trendy?
Not a Stanley cup. I use Cody cups more than anything else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Coffee, Long Island. That's about it.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. So you meal prepped. Are you doing any food videos this week?
I need to, but I can't think right now. So
when do you
I have a couple hours
camping?
Monday through Wednesday. So yeah, I got to put something together.
What do you think you'll cook out there? You're gonna have a camp stove, or it comes with like a kitchenette. Like, what is it?
I think it has a kitchenette. I'm not too sure, but we'll figure it out as we go. And if we get there, there's no kitchen, then I'm kind of SOL.
It's gonna be so hot. Like, what would you be in the mood to make?
Any and everything. I don't care. You've never been to one of my barbecues where we
you clean the fridge out?
Well, no, I mean, like we're cooking outside. It's 100 plus degrees outside. We don't care. As long as you got shade, it's all that matters. So, yeah.
I just, I don't know. I'm spoiled. I like cooking in an air conditioned kitchen.
Yeah, I've cooked in like really hot kitchens before, and as much as it sucks, you're still cooking. That's all that matters.
I know. You can still glean some enjoyment out of it because we love what we do and we have a passion for it. But it's like, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's bad when you walk outside and it's cooler than it was in the kitchen. I'm just saying.
Yeah, been there.
Okay, are you doing s'mores though?
I wasn't planning on it, but I should.
What?
That's not a bad idea.
I like a Reese's peanut butter cup on a chocolate graham cracker.
I like that too.
I did see somebody on the old TikToks the other day wrap marshmallows in bacon. I approve of that message.
I don't know how I feel about that one, but it sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like for me to make it work, I would have to make my marshmallow from scratch and then throw bacon pieces in it.
Really?
I did they put it on raw and then put it in the fire?
Yeah, but then it cooked enough. You know, it was not like crispy.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining. It would be like semi-raw bacon, burnt marshmallow.
All right, so I think I have your skewer the bacon, you know, like zigzag the bacon onto a skewer. Cook it until it's your desired crispiness. Dip it in the marshmallow fluff, then torch that. Swipe the whole thing off onto two graham crackers with the chocolate. Done.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I like my idea too. Real crispy bacon, just cut up in a million or mince it up, throw it into like a homemade marshmallow.
Okay, I respect you so much, but like I'm not making a homemade marshmallow, dude. I did it like twice in my life, and I still have PTSD from it. I can't.
Oh, it's not bad. I like it.
It's a pain.
I mean, a little bit, but it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Just sugar, water.
Did you ever flavor your marshmallow?
I mean, other than traditional vanilla and stuff like that, but no,
really
this
good
would be
like toasted coconut extract or almond extract.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I was thinking now what I need to do is make your marshmallow with bacon in there, cut pieces, throw that in like melted chocolate, dip that out, put it between 2 graham crackers, cover that with some more chocolate, freeze it, and then enjoy it.
That
chocolate covered s'mores.
Yes. Okay.
I'd be about that. And then batter it and then deep fry it. Maybe a step too far, but I don't know.
God, Steven.
I'm on a mission to lose toes here, people.
That's awesome. So, it's amazing. Woo!
Yeah.
So, well,
I hope you have fun. I hope you have a safe trip more than anything else.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll be looking forward to all the reports from North Carolina.
Yes. I think I'll start posting them to the podcast page. Everybody can see where we've stopped, what we're eating. Well, I don't know, for security reasons. I don't want all the fans to mob us at every stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
Where you're like, keep a straight face. I was like, I can get that sentence out. No, can't.
Yeah.
No, nobody cares.
Dream come true. Be in the airport and someone comes up to me and say, I watch your YouTube. Oh, dude, you're awesome. But a man can dream.
One of these days, Steven. One of these days.
These days.
If you get really famous, you can have your name on a sandwich place on like a Carnival cruise.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Just like Guy has his burgers.
It should be called Steve.
You guys are so patient with us. We were like, we just want to catch up and chat. We've done that for 51 minutes now. So if you're still listening or watching, thank you so much. Just two chefs shooting the breeze, talk about food and yummy things. So,
yeah, buddy.
Anyway, we'll catch y'all on the next episode of the Food for Thoughtcast. And Steve, we gotta go. Bye.
Bye.
That's a wrap for today. Until the next episode of the Food for Thoughtcast, make good food, eat good food, share it, and be kind to one another.
Thanks so much for listening today. You are part of what makes us special, and we are so glad you joined us. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and leave a review. Just like food, delicious podcasts are better when you share them with others. Come back for seconds wherever podcasts are served, and we'll catch you in the next episode of the Food for Thoughtcast.
You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at the Food for Thoughtcast or at www.foodforthoughtcast.com, where you can link to all podcast players, or you can send us an email at foodforthoughtcmc@gmail.com.